This is a story called The Young Tearaways. It was 1990 and a young couple called Scott and Kim, who were in their early 30s, were at home eating tea with their two daughters, Erin and Isla. Whilst doing so, they noticed that a young family were moving in the empty house just a few doors down. They noticed that they all looked a bit dirty and scruffy, but they decided it was none of their business. However, when Erin and Isla went to ask if they could play with the children, their parents weren't very friendly. Scott told the girls that they could play with the children, but they weren't to go to their house. Erin and Isla asked the two new girls, Lydia Lee and Jessie Joy, if they wanted to play, but they weren't very pleasant either. They tried to take Erin and Isla's dolls off them. Kim and Scott told the girls to stay away from them if they kept being mean. One bitter cold winter's day, Scott and Kim noticed that Lydia and Jessie had been outside all day, and it didn't look like they'd been home or had anything to eat. They also noticed that the girls didn't have any warm clothes on or a winter coat. They also noticed that their toes were coming through their shoes, and they took the girls home to their parents. On arrival at the house, what they saw and witnessed shocked and horrified them. The parents were drinking and taking drugs with their friends, and they had 3 other children aged 18 months, 2.5 and 4, and one on the way. The house was filthy, and so were the children. The 2 youngest children were in filthy nappies, and it was clear they were being neglected and abused. Kim and Scott decided to take matters into their own hands, and they took all 5 kids home with them. They then called social services and the police, who came almost immediately. Scott and Kim were registered foster parents, and social services decided that the children could stay with them. However, as you can imagine, it wasn't as straightforward as it seems. The older girls, Lydia Lee and Jessie Joy, were 6 and 8 years old and were very angry kids who would lash out at anyone who came too close to them. The younger children, Mary Ann, aged 4, Ellie Mae, aged 2.5, and Lily Jo, aged 18 months, weren't too bad. Mary Ann had terrible nightmares, and so did Lydia and Jessie. Eventually, with the help of counselling, the social workers, and Scott and Kim, the girls began to calm down and to trust people. They still had terrible nightmares, and they would often wake up soaking wet afterwards in the bed. The 3 oldest girls were all sent to the local primary school. At first they bullied and hurt other kids. After a few weeks they all began to settle down and started doing really well in school. They even made some new friends. The girls' parents and certain friends of theirs were all arrested and taken into police custody. They were charged with possession of illegal drugs, and the parents were charged with child abuse and neglect and sent to prison. Their friends were only charged with possession of illegal drugs and child neglect. They had their children taken away, but they were only given a suspended sentence for 2 years. All their friends' children were eventually adopted. Scott and Kim didn't want the 5 sisters they were fostering to be taken away and adopted by anyone else, so they legally adopted them, and they brought them up and loved them as their own. When their mum gave birth to a son, Callum James, he was also taken away and adopted by Scott and Kim. However, the 2 older girls, Lydia and Jessie, were still quite angry and would lash out at anyone, and were always starting fights, and sometimes they still bullied the other kids. Scott owned his own boxing club, and he decided to take the girls there and to teach them how to deal with their anger in a more positive way and in a safe and controlled environment. The girls thoroughly enjoyed this, and they stopped being angry and taking their anger out on other kids, and they all became friends again. Scott and Kim went on to have another daughter, Carrie, and 2 sons, Tyler Scott and Mason George. All the kids grew up together in a warm, safe and very loving environment. The adopted kids never saw their parents again. Both parents died of drug and alcohol-related illnesses after being released from jail. All 6 kids did really well at school and university. They all went on to have children of their own who are growing up in a warm, safe and loving home with their parents. Thank you.